I didn't realize how many niggas Harden. People hate Harden.
Yeah, bro.
Mustard custard.
He's a habitual line stepper, bro. Any habitual line stepper is going to be hated. I don't understand it. Like,
No.
if Trae Young if they didn't have these rule changes, give it 3 seasons, they're gonna start hating Trae Young too. Like all that Trae Young love out the window because hate foul baiting. You can't lie. Fuck to watch.
It already started like last season.
But I'm just saying, well, yeah, he was getting there, but it was still more Trae Young supporters than like the Trae Young support was outweighing the hate. With James Harden, it was legit hate and love was neck and neck the whole time. Like it was always haters first at all times. With Trae Young, love outweighed the hate. That kept going for 2-3 more seasons. Yeah, we're about to start slandering him too because it's just not fun basketball to watch. No one likes to watch people have to guard you with their hands behind their back. When has to do that, that takes away from the enjoyment of the game. There's 2 sides of the court, offense and defense. When you negate good defenders from being able to play literal good defense, it's already bad enough we get slandered in this era for being so finesse and so soft because he can't touch nobody. But then when you take away the ability for Mo to even be able to put his arms out like a to defend you with his hands behind his back, we don't even want to watch that. On Facebook, we don't even want to watch that. So
I'm about to say Facebook makes a love-hate relationship with Damo. The love and the hate is right here.
Hey man, I'm slandering Facebook because they changed their name to Meta. Hey, I'm all for Meta. I don't know about this Facebook shit, though. I don't know about
it's the same. They just changed the parent company. It's still Facebook.
Man. The only reason why I'm saying that though is because there was one dude in the room and was like, yo, if he don't come out there and start putting up 60 points per game across 4 games, you remember when he was saying like 60 points for 4 games or something like that. He was like, if he don't do that, he's done. Harden is done.
Are you talking about fucking Mustard's co-host or whoever bro was?
One of his friends. Yeah, one of his friends.
No, the other dude.
Oh, Bino?
It wasn't Bino. It was somebody else. It was something with an X.
So
it was one of his friends. It was one of his friends.
Then it was one of his friends.
Yeah, but he was dead ass like if Harden don't start putting up like 60 over across four games or whatever, then he's done. And I was like, he was like, okay, he's just a known Harden hater. But I was like, I didn't think people just outright hated James Harden like that. First of all, y'all need to go outside. Y'all dead ass need to go outside. Because there's no way that he should be just garnering this much hate. That's crazy to me.
I mean, but it is when you have, I ain't gonna lie to you, if you look up in terms of the last 5 years, scratch out this season, the last 5 seasons, when you look at what foul baiting is and why people hate it, the most obvious person to point to because he does it so much is Harden. We've literally seen plays where he's grabbing niggas' arms and like carrying them with him and getting a call. Like, and I get what your point was, hey, you can't blame him. The league let it happen. Yes, the league did let it happen, but again, why do you think a lot of players didn't do it? Like, a select players try and get away with it, and Harden did it the most. Why do you think everybody didn't do it? Because it's one of them unwritten bullshit ass rules that a lot of players just go by. We're not about to sit here and devalue our game for the sake of fucking free throws. That when it comes to the playoffs, that shit never works. Look at his career in the playoffs. That shit never translates, and he keeps doing. It's like a Westbrook triple-double. Stats might say that shit results to winning. That nigga triple-doubles never mattered in the playoffs, ever. The niggas out the first round in Cancun. Like,
a lot of people did adjust, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, Bradley Beal, a lot of players, like, they try to foul bait now. And I don't know if they would have if James Harden didn't take it to that next level.
I think they would have.
I mean, the better scores in the league ever since Harden did it was like, yeah, nigga. I mean, if I can add 16 extra points to my fucking averages, nigga, I'm about to grab your arm too. But
Harden was still getting he was still getting a lot of free throws in some of these playoff series or for some of these playoffs. I'm looking at 2 years, 3 years where he's averaging 11 free throws a game, which is god awful across like the playoffs, the whole playoffs, which is just
compared to what in the regular season though.
I mean, it might have went up. I ain't gonna lie.
And even if it did, you would still have to measure it series per series and see if one series he got like an abundance of more free throws compared to the next. I don't know. I mean, it's numbers I'll have to look into.
It's about the same. I ain't gonna lie. If it did take a dip, not like literally a set of free throws.
Yeah, you looking at it right across the regular season and the playoffs. It does. I just think that's the other thing to me that kills it for me is like. Y'all the way that people go so hard about it is they make it seem like that determined the ring or something like that, and it did not determine the ring or none of that shit. Like,
I do think that in the playoffs, though, like he does certain moves that would get calls in the regular season that just doesn't in the playoffs, and then it ends up being a bad shot. And I think that is a reason, along with matchups, as to why his field goal percentage and just field goal percentage without the free throws goes down by like significant margin. So
James Harden against the Pacers had 19 free throws. The Pacers had 23. If that's not if that in itself doesn't alert some people, a guy like LeBron would average 30 free throws legitimately, and especially in his prime. It's a matter of now you're seeing players that are being conditioned to foul bait and training towards foul baiting rather than just essentially balling. Trey has skill, but when Trey comes out there and says D-Book struggling, I forgot the other two players he's struggling. There's players that are flourishing.
Dame.
Yeah, Dame's just missing shots. So I don't know why he brought up Dame. Dame is literally just missing shots. D-Book, okay, but D-Book was never crazy with the free throws anyway. Yourself, my guy, tee up. You're Trey Young. You'll be fine. There's players that are flourishing. John Morant's on a whole different level of timing, by the way. I saw he was like fourth in MVP right now or some bullshit like that. But if he ain't getting that, MIP is calling his name at this point. It's looking crazy for him. But yeah, it's so stupid to me that hearing players complain about it, because Dom almost stole my point. We're in a generation that's called soft. The spacing is huge. Guys like Kobe, D-Wade, Melo's even, Dwight Howard's literally are getting lower standards because the efficiency is lower, points per game is lower, and that's because of the opportunity that they don't have. They don't have a league that is made for offense. They don't have a league that there's ways to finesse referees and consistently get the call. So even if it was unfair, let's say Omar just was 100% anti, and I don't know if he is, but he was just completely against the rule. So what, bro? Because dead ass, the one-time defensive rule or anything that helps benefit defense is plugged in. Now everybody's complaining. That's ridiculous. So even if it's an unfair rule or a rule that's a little crazy, the one-time defense is actually defenders are getting help. Everybody's crying is ridiculous to me.
But Sage, it's also just from literally like the people that do
just from
practice
offensive players that don't play
defense.
But also specifically,
you took the words right out of my mouth.
Players that don't play.
Jeez. I'm just saying specifically from the ones that foul bait, because Giannis, the last 3 seasons is averaging 10 free throws a game. This season, he doesn't foul bait. So the natural 10 free throws he's getting a game, that's not from foul baiting. Giannis is still averaging 10 free throws a game, and he's perfectly fine. John Morant last season averaged 6 free throws a game. This season is averaging 6 free throws a game. So it's literally just from that type of player that foul baits.
And you know what else?
You don't do that, you're fine.
And let's go that extra step. Not only is it from players that don't play defense, think about the names you said: John Morant, Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's players that slash, but the difference is they are kind of like, you better fucking foul me because I'm going to lay the ball up. I'm going to dunk in your head, so you better foul me. They're not just shooting mid-range, just kicking their leg out. They're not trying to pump, jump, all right, now I'm going to shoot type shit. Curry's doing the same shit any fucking way because Curry doing the same shit any fucking way. He's that skilled at basketball. But when it's so obvious to me, and it's just whack, in my opinion, it's kind of lame to me because it's like, bro, the one time defense is implemented, now everybody got to cry, and it's from the same archetype of player. I can't do it.
And even when you take it away from players complaining about it, the fans fuck that. Famous Los is a fucking bozo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll say it. Y'all can turn your cameras off. Y'all can go. Thank you. ISO me, nigga. ISO. Famous Los is a fucking bozo. I don't understand how motherfuckers can call themselves hoopers, hoopers, all this bullshit ass terminology for niggas that claim they play basketball. In the moment the league slides a little bit to be towards fucking defense, you bitch and complain and say it's not good for basketball. Like, bro, get the fuck. I understand all these offensive players, you ride their dick so much on Instagram for your likes and follows. I get that. Save your brand, bum ass nigga. But bro, god damn, like, be logical. Be a hooper. Real hoopers as fans, not in the league. Real hoopers are not complaining about how the league is. We see it as they're actually leaning towards defense for the first time since the fucking late to mid 2000s. Nigga, let niggas play ball. Like Sage said, Giannis and Ja aren't having no problems. Why? Because they attack the basket to score. They're not attacking the basket with their ass out looking back like, oh, come here, man. No one's doing that. Niggas is playing ball. We're not playing foul games, bro.